Hello friends, welcome back. Newcomers, thank you for joining. I am Agrippa. Let's play some more of our EU4 Florence campaign. So we just had a terrible thing happen to our country. Well, hold on, we're going to re-elect our leader. And that is Savoy, our former ally, future rival, just gobbled up the rest of Milan and in turn grew substantially. And they are probably about as large as we are at this point. And they pose a big threat to our future development. So I want to try to take them down a peg soon if I can. Maybe force them to release Milan, some other states, or just take some of their territory outright. But bad news bears there. Unfortunately, they're allied with two of our allies, which sucks because our allies are always going to join defensive calls to arms before offensive calls to arms. And it's hard to fight a war against two of our allies without them on our side. So, in the meantime, let's just instead focus on Genoa. We still have claims on both their provinces, which is great. They are in war right now over in Asia, in the Near East. So let's see who started those war. They're probably Crimea. Crimea is taking back this land, which is actually good for us. Because once Genoa loses this land, not only will they have to reduce their size of their army, they won't be able to field as large an army, but it'll also be easier for us to get 100% war score and thus take their provinces and demand other things. So that's good. I'm glad that's happening. Might also weaken their prestige enough for them to have to collapse their trade league, which would make attacking them much easier for us. In fact, let's go ahead and see. Mantua would join a call to arms. Aragon would join a call to arms. Maybe Parma if we promise them land, but I don't want to do that because I want all the land that they have. You'd have to face Ferrara, Papal State, Siena, and Lorraine. So we could actually do this now. The only thing I don't have to deal with is Ferrara's super general here, 3 stars. With stats 4, 5, 4, 3. He can probably just crush us, to be honest, all by himself, even though we have a fairly large alliance to join us in war. So I don't want to do that just yet. I'm going to wait for this leader to die, at least, and we'll go from there. And then we'll just take these 2 provinces from Genoa outright. They're about as well developed as we want them to be anyway. This is a bad land to develop anyway, with highlands and hills. They give a penalty to that development cost. I don't know if in that war we might also want to vassalize Ferrara. I kind of want Ferrara to develop a little bit more. It is a valuable province with that trade estuary, or with the river estuary. Maybe we'll leave them independent for a while longer. Maybe I can get them to like me. Let's send our other diplomat there to improve their opinion of us. We've improved relations with the Papal State as much as we can, so we'll draw our diplomat and have him do something useful, which is probably going to be boosting Austria's opinion of us even further. Austria really has a ton of alliances at this point. Look at that. They are pretty well insulated from anything. Also keeping us in check as we seek to expand. Now that we don't have to worry about Venetian separatists, I'm also going to lower our army maintenance. Just so we're making a little extra money per month. And I'm not really worried about anybody attacking us in the near future. Can pick up the next level of diplomatic tech. Let's just let's go ahead and do that. No reason why not. I'm not really saving diplomatic power for anything. Military power, we're still 5 years ahead of time on. Let's just go ahead and lose the prestige. We're in negative prestige now, which isn't great, but it's manageable. So we might have to spend some of this military power again to increase development in our countries. Now it looks like either Pisa or Romania would be best to increase development on, since they're farmlands. Well, let's just go ahead and do that in Pisa. It's minus 20. So we have minus 10% cost from Tuscan traditions, minus 5% from Reichsreform, which is the first reform in the Holy Roman Empire, and minus 5% because it's farmland. So that's actually pretty cheap. Do that let's do that 3 times. Let's bump it up to 6. 666. It's pretty good. It'll hopefully increase not only our sailors, but our manpower too, by a pretty nice margin. Just realized we probably should have waited to do that, since we have the mission that wants us to get 90% of our maximum manpower. So since that just increased our maximum manpower, they got unhappy. And since we just increased development, the clergy is getting pissy because they don't control 15% of our total development anymore. So maybe we'll just go ahead and spend a little bit more of our military power to increase development in one of our... Wait, is it clergy or burghers? Clergy. It's the clergy. One of these 2 provinces. Are they both hills? I think they're both hills. Yeah, they're both hills. But, really doesn't matter which one I develop a whole lot. Let's just go ahead and do Arezzo. It's one of our starting provinces. Is 1 enough? Okay, like that. Wait until the next monthly tick. Okay, yeah, that was fine. Good, good, good. And we'll save up for the next level of military tech now. I like having a surplus of points. That's really nice. We've already done a fair amount of development. I'll probably want to spend, because of that though, I'll probably want to spend as much admin power as I can teching up to admin tech 10 so that we can unlock our 3rd idea group and get something military related. Improve relations with Austria to the max. Do the same thing with Mantua, since they don't have a very good opinion of us at all. Roma is no longer considered part of a realm. That's fine. We're not going to attack them for a long time anyway. In fact, they already boosted their development by 2. I think they were at 29 the last time we checked. So yeah, stay independent. Spend all those points. I like it. Good work. We could fabricate a claim on Ragusa, but their independence is guaranteed by the Ottomans, which we don't want to have to tangle with. But it could be a potential point of expansion, because with that important center of trade, we can potentially funnel more trade value from the Ragusa region, prevent it from going into Venice, and instead direct it around to Genoa, since Genoa is upstream of that, or downstream, excuse me. Genoa is where we collect trade. And we're still not the strongest power in the node yet. Aragon has that title. Wish there was some way that we could pump that up a little bit. There's a lot of money floating around in there. We shall see. Taking over Genoa would certainly help a lot. Ferrara, the Papal State, and Siena. Oh, and Ferrara's great general died. So maybe we can see about our alliance setting that up. Well, let's just finish promoting relations with Ferrara so they don't dislike us too much. I know we're about to go to war with them, but we just completed our mission. Excellent. Vassalize the Papal State. No, I don't want to do that. That's a bad idea. Not anywhere close to getting 50 prestige, so, you know, just going to leave those missions alone for now. Well, let's go ahead and bring this guy home. So let's see what attacking Genoa would look like right now. So we could call in Mantua, Aragon, and Austria at the cost of favors. We'd attack, we'd have to deal with Lorraine, who's in Western Germany, pretty small, Galray in the Netherlands, Siena, the Papal State, and Ferrara. Have a fair amount of armies, but not compared to our alliance. Might want to save the call to arms with Austria, though, for something later down the road. I wonder if we'd be able to do it with just Mantua and Aragon. It'd be nice if we could call Parma in, too. How close are they to getting 10 favors? Oh, within a year. Well, let's go ahead and wait for them, then. It's really going to suck if they, It looks like they're at war with somebody else. Genoa is at war with somebody else. It's really going to suck for me, though, if Parma starts the siege in Genoa, because they want that province, and they won't give it to me if they occupy it in a war. So I don't know what Genoa is doing just there. They move their troops, Ferrara and Siena as well. I don't know what that was about. Maybe some rebels popped up in one of their allies' countries. I don't know. You never have enough manpower. So I'm going to go ahead and bump up all of my maintenance costs again, just so I'm ready to jump into war when I choose to. Maybe sort of blitzkrieg against some of their allies. Maybe wipe out some stacks early on in the war. I think that could do us wonders. I want to sort of divide and conquer where those folks are concerned. Also wouldn't necessarily be the worst in the world if Parma took Genoa, but I'd really like Genoa. Ooh, what's going on? Ooh, Savoy is at war with Genoa. What is this war about? Savoyard conquest of Genoa. So we will want to hop in there pretty soon. And Genoa is only at war with Savoy and Mantua. Really don't want Savoy to get this territory. We want to kind of jump in here and play some interference. What are we thinking? Can we win without Mantua? We can call in Austria, but it takes so long to get favors with Austria. We only earn one favor for every 3 years, so it would be 30 years before we would be able to call them into a war again, and I like that option. I know this is a really tough call here. So, Ferrara. Who else are they allied with? And the Papal State. We don't want that. None of those folks we want to annex. We just want this territory in Genoa. Let's move our army around to a more favorable position regardless. We're going to slow down time just so we can watch what happens here. Michelangelo! 10 plus admin power, 10 plus prestige. Great. Fantastic. You know what, let's go ahead. It looks like Savoy and friends in Mantua are going to indirectly really help us out with this war. Although they have 27 regiments there. We can call in Aragon. We gain favors with a little bit faster. Will France allow them access? Probably. Well, let's just go ahead and do it. Let's jump into it. Let's be aggressive. Be aggressive. So we're going to call in Aragon. And we will wait to call in Parma, I think, until we occupy their province. But we'll do that once we start the war. And I don't want to declare any of these as co-belligerents because I don't want any of their stuff. Probably take gold where I can. Okay, that looks good. Let's do this. I'm gonna wait for our fleet to repair and then have it come out and blockade, hopefully, blockade Genoa. We do have some positive stats there too. Ooh, and Luca has a pretty good general. They're gonna get attacked. We might want to help them out. Let's go ahead and give Savoy military access. Might help them out a little bit. It looks like they're going to siege my capital, I think. Which that's fine. It should take them longer to siege my... Well, actually, we're about even on the siege progress ability. But you know what, I'm just gonna stubbornly stay here until I can capture that province. So let's go ahead and call Parma in. This will cost you 10 favors. Fine. And hopefully they'll help. Hopefully Aragon will also send over some ships and some troops. Maybe even blockade that for me. Yeah, they will. Fantastic. Did Parma not answer the call arms? No, they did. I was confused there. It says their troops are still neutral, though. I don't know why that is. Did they start their own war? No, they're in my, but their troops are listed as neutral. I think that might be a bug or a glitch or of some sort. Haven't seen that before. Our capital is getting siege for a little bit. Go ahead and send our own fleet out, hopefully finishing this blockade since Aragon left us. Ooh, and it looks like those two alliances are battling it out. It looks like Savoy and Friends is going to win, along with my allies are there. That's fine. Getting close to finishing the siege already. I kind of want to occupy this province as well, so that they don't take it. Can I do that real fast? Looks like Savoy has the same idea. Not going to get there in time. You know what? I am gonna send. I'm gonna try to send some troops around to occupy that province. Probably won't get there in time. It looks like Savoy is gonna stay there. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, probably. Shoot. That was a tactical mistake on my part. Probably should have occupied that. I think I might also be able to demand a fair bit of gold from these other folks. I also hope Savoy doesn't vassalize them or anything. It's a possibility. And my allies are already sieging Siena, so that's great. Probably go down there and help them out. Oh, and Aragon is sieging down. Great, we finished that. I'm gonna go down and help in Siena. Looks like Aragon is making quick work of Rome as it is. Help them blockade too. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough ships to blockade the whole province. Just shy. Let's build some more ships then. Can we? Yes. Let's build some more galleys. Maybe 3 more. I want to have a large enough fleet to blockade any of the provinces close to me. I don't think that's too much to ask. Siege progress is going very well down here. If we were to attack Savoy right now, Austria would still help them out. Too bad. Siege of Siena is over. Let's go ahead and help out. Let's help out Aragon. Let's detach all of our artillery regiments and move them over, so that they hopefully get a larger artillery bonus to their siege dice rolls. Keep the rest of our troops in the other province. They don't take attrition. Fleet's doing just fine. What else are we at war with? We'll also have to deal with Lorraine, Gilray, at some point in time. It's fine. I'm not going to attack Naples anytime soon. We're almost done with Roma here. Mantua sue for peace? They did. Did Savoy sue for peace? No. They must have, yeah. I don't know what they got in that deal. That's bizarre. But it looks like it means we're going to be able to occupy this other province. So we'll take both those from Genoa, which is great. Go ahead and send the rest of our troops over to start the siege in Ferrara, since we're also at war with them. Again, we really want Ferrara and Siena to stay independent and to keep developing their provinces. They no longer really pose a threat to us, at least not individually. Although we will need Siena to form Italy. So they're a higher priority target for annexation or vassalization. Just finished improving relations with Mantua, great. Really don't want the burghers to gain any more influence. They're at 75 influence, or they were. They're not now, so we don't have to worry about that too much. We must pay for and distribute what bread there is. That's fine. That'll give us some nice bonuses too. And another bonus to their influence just expired. We're doing quite well in this war. Looks like we made the right call here. Why is that occupied by Lucca? I don't want that to be occupied by Lucca. Oh, come on! I wanted to take that outright, to be honest, but we'll deal with that later. We can give that to Lucca. I wish there was some way that we could tell them we really wanted that. They really wanted to. But if we're gonna annex them, you know, eventually, it doesn't really matter. What do we want to have our diplomats do? We lost a claim on Naples. We will want to attack eventually, so we'll just go ahead and fabricate that again. Should probably spend our military power getting the next level of tech if we're not ahead of time. We are still ahead of time. Can we wait 6 more months? Yes, we can. That'll be fine. We'll just have to remember to do that at the new year. Go ahead and get the next level of admin tech while we're at it too. We'll still have plenty to core the territory we're going to take. Active uniformity, +1 missionary strength with no penalties. Let's do it. We'll equip our ships again. In fact, let's send these guys to repair while they're just chilling around. You know what? We might want to. I want to support Milanese separatists in Savoy. That's what I want to do. Let's build up our spy network with them. That might be a headache for them to deal with. I mean, money is not really an object for us right now. Well, it is, a little bit. But I would rather see them knock down a peg or two. We have to go up and siege Galray too. Probably be able to get a fair amount of cash from those folks, so I think that'll be worth it. Once we fabricate this claim on Abruzzi from Naples, we'll take our diplomat and we'll start signing separate peace agreements with each of these states. Probably for some gold and other things. If it turns out we're going to get a fair amount of it from them. Looks like Aragon is going to go ahead and go up top to siege them. Maybe I'll stay here. We're taking a lot of attrition, but we're going to be done with that siege soon, so that's fine. You have to remember January 1st too to get that next level of military power tech so that we don't waste any monarch power. I don't like inefficiency. That would be bad for us. Very bad. You gonna win the siege? No, it's just gonna take a little bit longer. We are losing a lot of troops by being there, but it'll finish soon. Soon, I hope. And Aragon's already had a breakthrough in their siege, so that'll go much faster too. Yeah, walls breached. It gives +2 to a dice roll when you're sieging, which is great. Gosh, this is taking forever. I'm only going to stay there one more time, because I'm losing 500 or more troops each month my army stays there. Oh man, that's deadly. We don't get it on this tick. Did. Okay, go back. Leave. Why can't you move? What's going on? For some reason our troops are stuck there. We'll deal with that in a second. Oh, we can fabricate more claims. Why is that? Is that because we currently occupy... Oh, why can we fabricate claims on Bari? Oh, because we took Ancona from the Papal States, and so we can fabricate anything on this coastline. Claims on anything on that coastline. So that's actually pretty nice. Maybe we'll want to keep our diplomat there just a wee bit longer. Yeah, I at least just want to finish getting those claims while I'm thinking about it. Once we sue for peace with Lorraine, our troops will get the little in exile modifier, and they can travel through anyone's borders at that point in time. So we won't have to worry about that. I'm going to go ahead and pause here and put a quick break in. For those of you on YouTube, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.